Hey guys, it's Nexus here, and I've just decided to make a quick, short video covering the different terminology and strategies used for SOP combat in Game of Thrones Conquest. Attacker titles are the most important part about SOP combat, despite how strong you are. What happens is, when you own a seat of power, such as High Point, you are suddenly titled for 3-star seats of power. In addition to this, you also gain attacker titles to give to your alliance. What these titles are doing is when your team or yourself, if you own the seat, if you go to, for example, Moat Caitlyn, which is a 3-star SOP, if your march size is normally 90,000, suddenly with the attacker title, it's more like 220,000. Now that's not just for attacking, that's also for reinforcing. So the idea is to take over big seats like Winterfell and Riverrun, you have to build the titles up. So firstly, you would need a 2.5 star, which allows you to go for a 3-star. Once you have a 3-star, you can use that to go for a 3.5. Once you have a 3.5, you can go for a 4-star. Once you have a 4-star, you can go for a 4.5, and so on. So what that means is, let's say you're going for Riverrun. Riverrun is a 4-star SOP. So if you want to prevent the other team from taking your seat, not only do you need it reinforced, but you also need to go around the map and make sure they don't have any 3.5-star seats of power, which would give them access to the attacker of 4-star seats. Otherwise, what happens is they can rally you with 1 million troops versus the 795,000 you have inside the SOP. Now, you can take up your reinforcement capacity with the right gear, but really, you need to strip titles to hold the biggest seats in this game. It is not enough to just reinforce them. Double abdication is a trick you can use in Game of Thrones Conquest when you're under attack, but the attacker is too strong for you. So if they keep wiping out your troops in the seat, abdicate this SOP. Just make sure it says there will be an allegiance shield placed. And then what you're going to do is you just make sure, first of all, you've got, good gear on for speed. I'm using a slow march here just for the commentary, but you send 2 marches, about a second or 2 in between them, both takeover marches to the seat that you own. And what you do is, as soon as the first one takes over the SOP, you're going to press the abdicate button. And if you read it really fast, it'll say there will not be an allegiance shield placed. You accept that, let the second march take it over, and what happens is, when you abdicate it this time, you can have a shield again, and keep doing that over and over. Just to explain what sniping in Game of Thrones is regarding SOP combat. To snipe in SOP is to take it over when someone's trying to double abdicate, when they're trying to defend their seat. So you can see Cal has 1 march that takes over the seat and the bubble disappears. And he has a second march, and the objective is to get your pawn to hit as it drops to the NPC before his second march arrives. Sniping is also used when you're sniping another player's march that's headed towards a seat of power. So if a player is trying to siege the walls down, you can teleport in and quickly send a march that will just destroy their siege. So in this case, it was only the last march that got sniped, and it was 32k. Racing is when an NPC owns the SOP. So when it first becomes unlocked, you have to race for it against other players to take it from the NPC. In order to win an SOP race, ideally you want to have good march speed gear, and you want to be the 6th march that hits the SOP. Now, I send 4 marches, and I'm a little bit further out. With multiple other races, the likelihood is I'm more likely to get that 6th march because I'm a little bit further out. The other guys are racing alongside you. They're just, you're like 1, 2, 3, and 4 hits, right? So to win a race, you can't really guarantee the odds, but I recommend don't be the first person, like the closest. Be the second closest. It increases the likelihood. Also, if there's only 2 people racing, let the other guy start hitting first, because you both have 4 marches anyway. So his first 4 marches are just going to help you to become that 6th march. you know. Number 6 is all that matters when it's owned by the NPC. The reinforcement glitch is a good one when you're being rallied, but the seat of power that you're reinforcing is full. If you're really fast, you can just skip the block and send the reinforcements anyway. And that's about it. So with this information, I wish newer players the best of luck in your kingdoms. I hope you win the races that you go for. And perhaps one day we may either be on the same team or against each other in a kingdom merge in the future. In which case, see you in the kingdom. Take care.